What's up, guys? It's Jake from Team Insanity.
Nick.
And we are going to be destroying a Spyder today. One of these, this POS Spyder Fenix. Now, Elite PB sent this to us, and or Connor, as some of you may know him. And so we're going to destroy this for him. But before he sent it to us, he basically did his own torture test and soaked it in baby powder, or cleaned it in baby powder, and like, it was so bad that I had baby powder leaking out of the ASA, and it was bad news bears. So for me to even get this to shoot for the torture test, because we had a few shooting tests that we want to do that you'll see in a few seconds, that I actually had to take this whole entire gun apart and tech it, and it took me some time, but I finally got it working. So I fixed it before we were going to destroy it. So let's go ahead and destroy this thing. The first test that we're going to be doing is the spray paint test. So if you guys, we're going to basically test a bunch of paint through this gun, because as you know, Spyders generally can't shoot paint that well. So what we did is that we even got some more expensive stuff. This is the Bear Marque stuff from Home Depot. This runs you about like $45 for a big gallon of it. So we have a bunch of all different price ranges of paint here, and obviously we're going to test it and see how well the Spyder will perform at spray painting our nice drywall behind the camera, and basically how well it's going to perform with all these different types of paint, how it's going to handle obviously the nice ceiling paint versus the $45 paint or the primer, all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned. So I forgot to grab paint sticks, and this stuff needs to be mixed. So we're gonna mix. So this is some nice paint right here. So I think we're gonna start off with this and prime it, because we need some nice primer. So go ahead, Nick. Now we're gonna take it over here and we're gonna do some shooting with it. Oh dude, this is gonna be so good. There's no leak in the Spyder, it's actually the tank O-ring. Alright, Nick, go ahead.
Your hand's gonna get nasty.
Oh shit. It's getting so nasty. Nick, grab another color.
Oh, we got purple coming up.
So it's shooting the purple real good. There's some more. This is the nice $45 paint I was talking about. Grab more paint.
I'm working on it. I got paint all over my shoes.
This Spyder needs a nice paint. Dude, I had this thing working for the longest time, and now it doesn't work.
Since we're in nature, we need some green. Oh,
oh dude.
There's so much.
It's like a squirt gun.
Get the top.
This is probably the smartest thing we've ever done for a torture test.
Now we're gonna make a tree.
Yeah, let's camouflage it.
Oh my god, it's so dry.
Oh, that's an ugly color.
Ruined it.
Yeah, it looked good until you did that. Put a better looking color on it.
Alright, we got a full cup coming in hot. Oh. Mm.
Uh-oh.
Hey, put blue back in.
We don't have blue, we got purple.
Do whatever, yeah, the purple.
All right, hold on. We'll switch people here in a second.
All right.
You can keep going.
No, I'll go up.
Let me finish out this hopper with this nice paint.
I hope Mount Christie doesn't use this section. The stuff on the ground looks good.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Who's going next? Jacob?
You just have to cock it?
Yeah, well, degas it first, or is it going? Is it still recording? All right.
Alright.
Oh. Is it gassed up?
There you go. There's a little bit of paint coming out of the everything.
We might have to switch tanks here. Go ahead and show them inside the hopper.
Looks like pure art. You could probably sell that for a couple grand.
Dude, check out the cup. That's pure art right there.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so now we're gonna
splash. No, custom
Flat, custom man.
custom anodizing. So we still have some paint dripping out of the hopper as we speak, and basically what happened is that it's not that we're out of air. Actually, something happened with the board or the solenoid or something. But as I'm pulling the trigger with the safety off, nothing is happening. So I think it has to do something with that. It's broken. But we did give it a nice colored anodizing. It does look pretty prime. So we're gonna sell this bad boy $5,000 with the custom anodizing, gold plated GSL. So anyways, now we're gonna move on to the next test.
Alright, if you haven't guessed already, we're going to do that one torture test that we do every time, and that's when we're going to drag it behind the truck. And now, we've had 2 Land Rovers, Nick's truck, and a Porsche. So we kind of have to downgrade to the new 2015 Ram truck. It's my sister's. She is going to be driving it this time, and we're going to be in the back. So as usual, we're going to drag the Spyder right behind the truck, and hopefully do a lot of damage to it.
Yeah, feed neck is just, it's a lost cause now.
As you can see, Exhibit A, we got some nice anodizing on the eye cover.
What?
The rubber grip is
No, not
worn.
a second.
Nicely broken in, if you ask me. I'd say that's 10 out of 10 cosmetically still.
Yeah. I think we just need to paint it again.
Alright,
I see a little bit of separation between the grip frame now.
Yeah, a little bit. Alright, now we're gonna go for round 2.
So the reg was kind of unscrewed. I'm just screwing that back in, and still screwing. The trigger's not triggering anymore. It's not pulling, and yeah, it's just kind of taking a beating. And while it's still here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna find a nice tree to strap this to, and we're gonna try to pull this off of the tree with the nice Ram 1500.
We call this the core sample test because everybody wants to know how much force it takes to separate your grip frame from your body of your gun when you're diving in the snake and do the awesome core sample everybody loves. Alright, so we took some precautions to this thing. We got one rope tied to this tree over here, and it's tied through the barrel into the body. And we got another rope coming around the other side of this tree with some safety branches so it can't swing around. But basically what we're going to do is pull this grip frame from this body.
Oh! Alright.
That worked out fucking awesome.
Yeah, it did.
Alright, so this is what's left of the Spyder after we did the core sample test. The grip frame used to be right here. The first thing to go was the feed neck, and then after that I thought the rope was going to snap, but it didn't. And then slowly but surely started bending the frame off, and then it popped, and then the frame shot about 30 feet to like right over there from all the way by the tree. Good thing we had our safety nets in hand though. I mean, if you want to buy this this rag, it's still good. 5 grand all day. This barrel
With the custom anodizing.
this barrel with the custom anodizing is worth 10 grand now. It's been on YouTube. So I mean, what's to do next? What do we got, guys?
Let's see what Betty Crocker has cooking in the kitchen.
Man, Jake, I can't stand my stupid Spyder.
What are you gonna do to it, Nick?
You know, this piece of shit broke when I core sampled it, so I'm gonna fucking...
Nice! So in other news, the Spyder still works. Eyes are on. I don't know if it's reading anything. It says that there might be a ball in the breech, but I'm not sure about that one. Safety still works. We can turn it on and off. Boom!
Hey! Didn't see you there. Welcome back to Cooking with Team Insanity. My name is Betty Crocker, and last time we met, we cooked a Dangerous Power E1. Now this time, we're going a little more crazy, and we are going to cook a Spyder Fenix. Now this isn't just some ordinary Spyder Fenix, it's sprinkled, colored flavor. As you can see, the paint job we did earlier put that nice oomph into it, and we're really going to taste that when it cooks out. Now I'm going to give you step-by-step instructions of how to cook this cake into, by request by the person who sent this in, sugar cookies. Now, this may be a little bit difficult, so try to follow along. I'm going to go step by step very slowly. Now, first what you want to do is you want to preheat your oven to 375. Now I did that already. And then we're going to cook 3 bags of sugar cookies, and we're going to mix it with our Spyder. So we have 3 eggs and 3 sticks of butter. Now these are a little rock hard. So we're going to put them in the microwave for a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Don't let me confuse you there. I'm going to put it in for about 15 seconds. There we go, they're nice and soft now. You never want to cook with hard butter. Alright, so now our first step is, if you didn't already notice, is to wash your hands and preheat the oven. Now what you're going to do is you're going to start putting your batter in there. So I opened the first bag. What we're going to do, we're going to put it in this bowl. That's a good amount. Now it's... that's good stuff. Put the second bag in there. We might... I don't know how much we're going to need because this is kind of filling up. So I put our second bag in. What are you guys thinking? Should we go crazy and put a third one in?
Yeah.
Is that a yes all around?
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Alright. Put that third one in there. Now, we gotta put our raincoats on. I got an apron because there's gonna be a little bit of a splash zone. Would you like me to put that in, sir?
Yes.
I have a special request from my cameraman. We have a sugar cube. We're gonna plop that in there. Now, next we have our butter. You're gonna wanna put all 3 sticks of butter right in there. Now this is most likely gonna jam your thing, so this might not work. Go ahead and put it in there. Just get all nice and buttery. Put one more in there. And just as you expected, we're putting the third one in there as well. Now that we got all 3 in there, it's time to crack our eggs. Now, word on the street is, our cameraman is pretty good at cracking eggs. So now we come bring him in here.
Step in, okay. Alright.
Show us.
Alright, so what you want to
Show
do?
us what's real.
You want to put the bottom half of the egg by your pointer finger and put the top half of the egg right in your palm. You want to smack that bad boy on there.
And you really want to get all the eggshell in there. It really captures the flavor.
Yeah, if you want that extra protein, that extra chicken protein, you just want to crunch that eggshell up and flop right in.
There you go. Let's go ahead and put the second one in there. And cameraman, why don't we bring this in? Show them what we're working with before we start. Now, as you can see, I could eat it as it is, but I don't want to go away from the directions. We're gonna plop that in there.
Splash zone.
And we're gonna put it as
on SeaWorld out.
sweet 1. Actually, you know what we should do is
Lock
we should
it.
crunch it first. Yes. Got my pig one, my favorite one. So I stirred it up a little bit. Let's lock it. Start stirring it. Now, like I said, you have a good sized load in there. So you gotta let it work itself out for a little bit. Now these clumps is really what you want. I mean, that's good as it is. It's got a hint of butter. Thank you, sir. Special request, put some old stale Skittles in there. Uh-oh. Let's back up. Put them in. So, sir. Appreciate it. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it off, bring it back in. Ugh. And really pile that stuff down to the bottom. You gotta make sure it all gets, like I got some more cake mix or cookie mix around the side. You really gotta make sure you get all of that. And if you don't, you can eat it right up. In case you're wondering, which I know you were, you can donate at bettycrocker.com. And that way, all of our profits go directly in our wallets, and we spend it on personal stuff. So go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead and put that back down.
Like a new Ram 1500.
How long have you been a cook? Professional cook?
Well, baker.
I've been a cook, I've been a baker since I've been inside my mom. But I really discovered my passion when I was a teeny weeny 10-year-old. The story is I lived in a poor household. Now my mom, every Sunday, 6 o'clock sharp, PM of course, she would start making cookies. That way, at the end of the night, the family could get another dad. My dad ran away when I was 2. The entire family, me, my mom, my sister, and my retarded brother AJ, we could all sit down and eat cookies. Now, I was never a big fan of cookies, but one time my mom made, as you guess, sugar cookies, my favorite kind. She dropped it on the floor, and she let me play with the remains of it. And from that, I think from that day forward, when I completely licked it up off the floor, all the sugar cookies, I really tasted the passion of cooking in my mouth. I couldn't get enough of that sweet, bittery taste of dough. And from that day forward, I bought myself a cookie bake oven, and I've been using it ever since. That's where I really discovered my passion for cooking.
You made an easy bake button?
Yeah, you totally meant easy bake.
No. I was too poor, I had to get the knockoff version.
And are you still poor to this day?
Yes. I'm still poor to this day. I had to drive here in a Land Rover that I've had for 2 years.
Alright, so buddy, let me ask you.
No.
You had that cookie bake oven. Do you still keep that around for the memories?
I keep it. But I have repressed memories of when my mom beat me. And whenever I look at that oven, it reminds me. So, I get a sick pleasure from it.
Betty, I think it's time to put it in. Just like
Listen, I'm the chef, alright? I don't want to hear it.
Because I think we're going to eat it all done.
Alright. It's about time to stop. You want to take your little whippersnapper? Oops. Lock that, even though it doesn't lock, 'cause it's not in. Tricked you.
Got him.
That's the secret ingredient. You want to really push all that in there.
Hey, sir.
No.
Sir, please quit eating all the sugar cookie.
I need a sugar high from this. Yeah. What you want to do is take this off. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna create like a base. So we're gonna take some of this out. My bad. Someone grab that, please. You are gonna start putting some of the sugar in there.
That's the cherry on top.
And place it around. That's good enough. Go ahead and put our grip frame in there. Our body. Our rig. V-neck. Put that over there. Let's start piling it on. Now, I always say, you're not a true chef unless you use your hands and you get down and dirty. Now, this stuff always like Play-Doh. I love playing with it, but this is time for work and not play. Grab some more, and you just want to keep smacking it and lathering it around. Smack it, lather, smack it, lather. That's what goes through my head every time I do this.
I do.
We got
Ooh!
What's your name?
Me,
What is your name?
Pick me, Betty. I love you. I'm a big fan, Betty.
What's your name? How old are you?
My name is I'm your father. No, my name is Jake, and I also have a passion for cooking because I've seen your videos. My favorite was the Dangerous Power E1.
Thank you.
How you cook that bad boy into a strawberry cake. For anyone that doesn't know anything about Betty, definitely go watch the Dangerous Power.
This kid's got it. He knows what's up.
So Betty, how long does it take to cook this?
It'll take about 25 minutes, depending more on if you suck as a baker or not, because I know what I'm doing. So if you're stupid, that's a cookie. And if you don't know what one looks like, that's what a cookie looks like. Now, what we're gonna do is if you remember, we cooked our, we preheated our oven at 375. Now the next step, after you place all that dough right on your preferred gun, you can go ahead and place that right in the oven. Now, you got some time before that cooks, 25 to 30 minutes. And we got some time to spend. Usually what I do is read a book, talk about literature, discuss things with my peers. Now, what you can do is you can read my new book, Betty Crocker Cooks. Now, it's on sale for 9 easy payments of $99.99. And you can get that at your local Borders, or you can get my DVD and now limited VHS at Blockbuster. Betty Cooks One by One. Get a step-by-step instruction on how to cook all your favorite paintball guns in whatever sort of cake or cookie you want. So remember, Blockbuster or Borders, whatever you want. So that's a good way to spend time. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go start our other test, our fire, and we'll get back to you.
What are you doing, fat boy?
Don't make fun of me. I'm self-conscious about my body weight.
Look at those fat pudgy arms he's got there.
Stop that.
Look at those fat pudgy arms. Look at it.
Yeah.
Look at it.
So, where's the cookie dough batter? Is it right here or right there?
Look at this freaking hobo. Look at his shirt. He's such a slob. He hasn't showered in 5 months.
Don't make fun of me. I don't have a shower.
This is his first meal in 2 weeks.
It's a good meal too, made by Betty.
The key to a good fire, out in the wilderness, out in the wild. Obviously, you have to find a good sheltered area. Nick and I, we found some water for us to survive. Now we're trying to get fire, but you obviously have to have some oxygen to make the fire. So that's why you have to get your lungs started. You have to give it a good blow. Now I know one or two things about blowing, so let me demonstrate. You want to get close, but not too close.
Okay guys, it's been about 15 minutes. I'd say 20 max. And we still got about another 15 to go. So let's go ahead and check up on how our Spyder Fenix cupcakes are doing, or cookies are doing. I can want to pull them out. It's a bit hot, not gonna lie. And now, as you may see, it's starting to get a little bit brown, especially on the edges. It's pretty hot, but good stuff. It's gonna get really mushy on top. And you see, I still got some of the wire pointed out, and that'll be kind of like a cherry on the top. Now the barrel, it's sticking out, and so is a bit of the ASA, but it's all fine. Now, like I said, it's getting mushy, but at this point, it should be starting to get hard, just like me. Now, We'll put it back in about, we'll check back in about 15 minutes and see how it's going. Okay, so it's been roughly 40 minutes. Now we went a little bit over our preferred time, but you know, what are you gonna do? We can't rush perfection. So as we've been slowly building our fire out there for our final test, this has been cooking. So let's go ahead, let's bring the camera in and check it out. Now remember, this is what a true sugar cookie should look like with the right ingredients. That baby. One giant cookie the size of your head. Probably bigger. Let's go ahead and pull that out. Okay, so we just pulled it out, and you see it's got like a brown crisp all around it, especially on the edges. So we're gonna kind of piece this thing apart. Right now, you got this piece that kind of looks like a fish. I'd eat this piece, but I'm not going to. I'm not disgusting. You got the barrel right here, and like I said, you got that nice sprinkly flavor. The thing is red hot, so try to touch as much as you can. Inside looks a little bit more crispy. Looks like the oven really kind of gave it that burnt, chewy feeling. I'm going to put that to the side. Great color and anodizing on that bad boy. As you move this layer of beauty, you finally see the body, and they have a safety label. And part of it is kind of white, obviously how it should be, but it's also brown. That's how you know you really cooked it well. You got the bolt showing right here, and here you go, product placement. You're welcome, Spyder. Right there. Now that's the body. We're gonna go ahead and pick that up.
Don't say anything yet.
We got some Skittles in here too. Those look pretty good actually. We have our regulator. We're gonna regulate how good this cake tastes in a minute. And then we got a grip. Whew, that's hot. And those wires should really give you that good shock of enjoyment when you bite into this thing. So that's basically what's in this little cookie cake. And I think we can all agree that we'd eat that thing no problem. So our next test, now that we've just baked it, we're gonna go put it in the fire and say our final goodbyes. Now we're gonna start our walk of fame.
Walk of Fame.
Yep, to where the so proud Spyder Fenix, after all it's endured, will be burnt and put to rest for good. After it melts, it'll be put on my desk as a showcase, just like all other guns. We started up a fire. Always, as we always burn. So, let's start this. Say a prayer, shall we?
What?
Final prayer.
Alright, hold on. I'll lead us in prayer.
Okay.
Thy good paintball Lord, thank you for bringing us this Spyder as we finally give it its final goodbyes, so no other new player can get this piece of shit ever again.
Amen.
And now let it rest in peace in its final resting grounds. May you never see the field again and make someone's paintball experience any worse.
Get on this side now. Spread it out.
Might need to add a lot, just set it down.
Now, if you didn't notice, this is definitely gonna burn the rest of that cookie real good.
Crispin. Oh god, that's so hot.
Yeah, that's scorching hot.
What is?
This fire.
Go ahead and put the V-neck in there. Woo! We'll pick the body up.
That's probably annoyed.
Something was popping. Let me tell you, it wasn't the fire. That's the body.
Uh-oh. Take a look at that. Definitely the charred remains. Looking pretty.
Hold it still. There you go. Any final words?
I didn't know the Spyder Fenix for that long. I just met him today actually.
I knew him pretty long. I had him for, he sent it to us a few months ago. I got to play with him.
He seemed like a charismatic gun.
I never got to play with him on the field, but
I definitely would have played with him.
yeah, I definitely wanted to play with him. If I would have, I definitely would have ramped on rentals with them because they had the ramping mode.
Amen.
So I would have done that for sure.
Praise it.
You can still see the Spyder logo. I mean, so you can still kind of see the Spyder logo. Let me take this one carefully over. See if this one will dry off as well. I can feel it like popping underneath. In conclusion, the Spyder, I've seen better hold up, like the Titman. I have seen better. To be honest, I think the rotor and the Spyder held up a little bit better. The tug of war test turned out pretty damn spectacular if you ask us. We thought that was a pretty cool test. Tell us which one your favorite test was. Obviously, we got to do a lot of things, cook it, have it have a fiery death like all the other ones. So that's pretty nice, a nice ending. So thank you to Connor who sent us this piece of junk Spyder. If you want to send us anything, add us on Facebook. Thank you for the 20K subs. And now we have another video coming up next week that you definitely won't want to miss. Stay tuned.